tell me what that was like, having this media frenzy around you, for what was supposed to be shaming, and now people are coming and supporting you, and now you've gotten a job offer. What is that like?
Well, again, it was all so bizarre. A bizarre good, but just like, oh my gosh, and now I'm working for Tyler Perry, for 10 episodes, and being put up in Atlanta. I'm going down to Atlanta and working for a whole week, and and getting to know and work with this, icon of the business. And last week I was nowhere, so I shouldn't say that, but I mean in terms of the business,
Right.
I was just, no one really cared about my story, and now all of a sudden everyone cares about it. It's like, it's shocking. It's just so extreme.
Yeah.
But boy, he treated me very well. I am eternally in his debt for what he did for me, and the boldness, the courage with which he reached out to me, and the generosity is just incredible. And it's interesting. We did that work together 15 months ago. It is now starting to air this month.
Okay.
What I did with him 15 months ago is now
starting to air.
Yes.
Amazing.
I don't understand how that time frame works, but that's the way it works.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And since then, you've NCIS Miami.
NCIS New Orleans. Actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Billions.
Power.
Mm-hmm. A Showtime show called On Becoming a God in Central Florida. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a title.
Wow.
Kirsten Dunst is the star of this.
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Show. I did 2 episodes of that.
Okay.
And I think something else I'm not thinking of. And I did a couple of movies. A movie called Fatale with Michael Ealy and Hilary Swank.
I love Michael Ealy.
And
I love Hilary
really
Swank too.
Yeah. And a film called Hide and Seek with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers and Joe Pantoliano.
Joey P.
Joey Pants.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey. So a lot of opportunities from this,
Would you say that it's one of the best things that's ever happened to you?
I don't know. The whole thing, the thing that happened at Trader Joe's that led to all this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Time will tell.
Okay.
Look, let me put it this way. I mean, in terms of it making my life easier, yes, my life is easier now because I've managed to pay off some debts and pay some bills and stuff, and and as I said, I am an actor. I want to be an actor. That's my calling, and so to work is, I think, a blessing and a miracle, and not something that it's not deserve. It's something that when I get a job, however I get a job, I always consider it a miracle. The job I'm doing right now in Los Angeles, I'm like, there's so many people out there. There's so little work comparatively. So to get something, to book something is like, oh my gosh, how did this happen?
Yeah.
But, I used to say, when it happened, is my life better than it was before this happened? No, actually. My life is different now, but it's not better. My life was good before this happened. Do you know what I mean? When I was working at Trader Joe's and still had a foot in the acting business and struggling and had all my worries and stuff, and I had my family, my wife and my son and my mother and my brothers around and stuff. I've had a good life. I have the theater and my teaching and my directing and the reading that I do and my Shakespeare. I had all that before this happened. And those were the things that sustained me then, and those are the things that still sustain me. Mm. No matter how much work you get in this business, it's never quite enough somehow. It's not, you've got to have something in your life that you really love that fulfills you. And, I'm a professional actor, so I need work, or else I have to do something else. So I appreciate that. But if you'd asked if it's the best thing that ever happened to me, no. The best thing that ever happened to me was, my wife and my son and my mother making me read when I was little, and my mother making me taking music lessons so that I have music in my life. I play the guitar, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I've got things to sustain me,
Yeah.
when this business, is difficult, because I'll tell you something, after all this stuff happened, after all the scrutiny and the focus and the opportunities of what happened in that time, Trader Joe's and all, Tyler Perry and everything, at the end of May 2019, the work stopped.
Mm.
And until last week, I didn't work for 7.5 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the life I'm in. I'm not complaining.
Right.
That's
right.
the life I've chosen.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what even after all that work stopped from May 30th to January 16th, I didn't work.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, here I go again.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have things in my life that I love personally, spiritually, I go out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
But what have I been doing? I've been teaching, I've been, reading a lot. I've been developing a one-man Shakespeare show. I'm going to do a one-man Shakespeare show. I'm doing
Really?
28, I've learned 28 Shakespeare speeches in the last 6 months. And I'm going to do a one-man show starting in March, April.
Oh.
That's what I've been working on because that's what I love.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gets me
Mm.
through.